Hello friends, so finally your IFFCO AGT preliminary exams are done and I hope all of you have done your best, whatever you can. Okay, so we'll do a quick analysis of the questions level, the difficulty level that have been asked in the IFFCO AGT prelims, and we'll also discuss about the cutoffs, and we'll also discuss about the final strategies that you should take up for the IFFCO AGT mains exam. Okay, so let's start today's session. This will be going to be a very short video. Okay, now we'll start with agro. So there was one question related to rice. That was a very easy level of question. Okay, very basic level of question. There was one question from flower and root development and the nutrient related to it. Then there was one question, several questions related to mycorrhiza actually. So this turned out to be very important, mycorrhiza, and various questions, about 3 to 4 questions were asked from it that was related to the nutrient and the type of relation to it. So this was also very basic kind of questions that most of the students have done it right. Then there was question related to bioremediation, reproductive plants. This was also very easy level of question. Then sustainable agriculture. So since these are the trending topics, actually topics they come into questions in a lot of exams. So you'd say I did 4-5 questions related to its objectives and the tools that are involved in sustainable agriculture. Similarly, precision farming is also a trending topic, and it had also come via the questions like GIS and the advantages of precision farming over the conventional one. Okay, all those questions had come under agronomy. So I would rate agronomy as easy level of questions came from agronomy. Okay. Then if you talk about soil science, then this and this, nano urea, the launch date and the purpose, these were the only questions from nano urea. Out of this was totally factual one. If you had remember, then you would have done it. If not, then not. Then nano urea purpose, this was a conceptual based. Okay, then this question, 20 kg P2O5, how much SSP is needed for that? This was a calculation based question and this would have taken you some time. Okay, if you have practiced well enough, then not much time would have been taken, but this would have I would considered it a difficult question if the amount of P25 contained in SSP was not given in the question. So that made the question easier. Okay. Then the soil texture, this again easy question regarding soil erosion. There also came an easy question. Now there was a confusing question related to soil formation, where the different options were confusing, right? Related to regolith, then weathering and all those things. So that would have taken you a slightly more time because you would have to read all the options very thoroughly, right? So this you can say it was moderate from time point of view. Then if we talk about biodecomposition, easy question had come related to earthworms. Again, easy question had come. So soil, from soil also it was easy, I would say. Okay, easy, not very difficult questions were there. Now extension education, this time a lot of important question came from extension like NATP. The question came about PRA, then innovation diffusion process. This was one of the moderate level of questions where the elements were given and you had to identify which process it belongs to. Then easy question related to gender budgeting and AIML. This is also a trending topic. Okay, this according to this 4 to 5 questions were asked regarding this. Then Panchayati Raj factual questions were related the election of the president of Panchayati Raj, then the article number related to it, then Zilla Parishad meeting is chaired by, and the National Food Security Act. So these were some of the factual questions that were asked, right? So not very difficult, although these were, I would say, if you are not aware of about these terms, then you might find it difficult. So I would say that extension, easy to moderate questions came. Easy to moderate. Some questions were easy. Most were easy and some were difficult. Not difficult, I'd say moderate. Then if we talk about agricultural economics, then cooperative features, distress sale. Distress sale is something unmarketed, marketable surplus. All these came from agricultural marketing. Okay, this is a very important topic. If ये थोड़ा सा deep में पूछा था, so I would mark them as moderate, because if you are not have well knowledge about these things, then you would have done it wrong. So I would rate agricultural economics as the moderate level of questions came out from that. Then agricultural engineering, tractor uses, this was an easy question. Then about and implements, pulverization of soil, then horsepower se related equation tha. So this was also easy questions. Nothing difficult came from agricultural engineering. And if we talk about horticulture, then mango propagation methods, one question came. Then most common propagative method of which vegetative propagating method what had come. So horticulture also had very easy questions, right? Now moving on to genetics. Genetics में थोड़ा सा difficult आया about mutation breeding. This was easy, and DNA marker I would mark this as moderate. And polymorphism assertion region based question, this was also moderate level. Okay, so these two questions, so I would mark genetics as moderate, because if you have no idea about what polymorphism is or what DNA markers how they do how they act, then you might have find it difficult. Now, plant pathology, there was one question related to curled toe disease. Although this is related to totally poultry, this does not come under plant pathology. So, the animal husbandry say only one question had come, that is curled toe disease caused due to the deficiency of riboflavin. Then from Bacillus thuringiensis, a question had come that was easy. Late blight of potato, causal organism, again easy question. Detection of fungal diseases, easy question. Then fungal diseases causes what? Rust, spot, and some other options were there. So this was again a very easy question. One of the typical question that I thought must have been difficult for most of the student was this question, the assertion reason based on prions, whether it contains both DNA, RNA, or something like that assertion was given. Okay, so this question was, I would say, mark it as difficult. So plant pathology mostly consisted of easy questions, except this one question was given difficult. Okay. Then talking about the quants reasoning and English section. So most of the questions were asked from the mensuration part. Like all these questions were from mensuration part. The curved surface area of cone, volume, sector area, cuboid, cube, hemisphere, rectangle. All these volume and the area basis of questions were asked. Then one question was from train speed. That was very easy. One question was from wrong number series and missing number. Both of these were very, very easy level of question, basic level of questions. Then one question came from blood relation. This was also easy. From English, some of the difficult question had come like contrapositive, dangling modifiers, and inverse. So if you are not very clear about what these statements are, how these statements work, or how these statements mean, so then it might have been difficult for you to choose the right option. So this you would have find it difficult. And syllogism for question very easy had come. So in the English section only, I would rate it English as moderate. Rest the quants and reasoning sections were very easy. Okay. So yeah, though overall I would say that the exam was easy. Okay, overall it was easy, except some questions were of moderate level. Let's say that 70% of questions were easy, 29% were moderate, and 1% was difficult level. So it would have been easy for most of the students, right? If we talk about the cutoff, I don't think that it will be very different from the previous year cutoffs. That is, it should be around 110. Okay, so 100 to 110 it would range from. So I think, yeah, that will be the case. Let's see what happens. If you have not scored very well, couldn't do, or not sure about how your performance was, then don't get disheartened. No need. You just carry on, keep on preparing for the next exams, keep on preparing for whatever goal you have fixed for the next coming few months. There are many vacancies coming out. Okay, so don't take too much stress about this examination, right? Because scores are not released, only they release a list. Okay, and email come to those who have got selected for the mains. So you don't need to panic very much. And for mains, if you want to prepare, then subscribe to our channel. Agrick will conduct daily sessions daily, and there we will discuss questions regarding to 10 to 15 questions every day. If you keep on practicing, then I am assuring you that means will be a piece of cake for you. Okay, so if you found this session useful, then do like the session. And if you're new here to our new channel, that is Agrick, just subscribe the channel. If you want to contribute anything, then you can make a small amount of donation or whatever amount you want via the YouTube post that has been posted on this channel. So thank you for watching. Meet you all in the next session.